My name is Carl Williams. I'm a staff attorney with the American Civil Liberties Union of Massachusetts. And we're here by the Supreme Judicial Court, and we're getting some information about how many cases in the drug lab scandal are going to be dismissed.
How many are estimated what's the number you expect to come out today?
My money is on about 21,000 cases to be dismissed.
And exactly how did this come about, just the 30,000-foot view? Annie Dookhan was a chemist.
So Annie Dookhan was a chemist at the Hinton State Drug Laboratory, which tested substances that police officers seized from people on the streets and houses and cars, and tested them to see if they were drugs. Well, she was supposed to be testing them. Apparently she wasn't testing them. She was looking at them and saying, that looks like heroin, that looks like cocaine. She testified. She made statements that she did that, admitted to it, was incarcerated for doing that. She served time in prison for that. As a result of that, she affected many thousands of people's cases because she was not telling the truth. She committed perjury on the stand. So those cases are tainted. As a decision from the Supreme Judicial Court recently said, those cases are based in egregious government misconduct. So egregious government misconduct took place in tens of thousands of cases. We 5 years ago requested that district attorneys dismiss all of those cases because they were based in fraudulent testimony, documents that were signed that were not true, that said drugs were tested. The district attorneys refused to do that. In January of 2014, we filed a lawsuit called Bridgman, Creech, and Cuevas versus the district attorneys of Suffolk and Essex County. Later, 7 other counties all 7 eastern Massachusetts counties were joined. And in January, the Supreme Judicial Court ordered the district attorneys, them to dismiss a large amount of these cases. They were forced by the Supreme Judicial Court to come up with a list of cases that they would dismiss, and a much shorter list of cases that they would say, we believe we can re-prosecute these cases. They're doing that today. We have, I think, 3 or 4 lists from district attorneys. We're expecting 7, and it looks like about 20 or 21,000 cases will be dismissed. About 500 or 600 will be kept to try to re-prosecute. And then there's another set of cases that are sort of irrelevant for another reason, but that's what it looks like right now. About 20,000, 21,000 cases to be dismissed.
So the damage has already been done for a lot of folks. They've lost homes, jobs. Some of them have been deported. What happens next?
So those people will be notified. They're going to get mailings that say your case was dismissed, or you can come back to court and we may try to re-prosecute your case, or they can just let it stay the way it is. So those are ways that what will happen next, and it will take some time for that to be dismissed.
So mailings are going to go out to folks, and so what happens after that?
Then they'll be aware of what happened with their case. If they were affected by some collateral consequences, maybe they applied for a job, maybe they lost their job, maybe they lost their driver's license, they can probably go back. Hopefully some of those things they can go back and have another shot at it, right? They can go to the Registry of Motor Vehicles and get a license. They can go reapply for a job. But in a lot of cases they won't be able to.
How many folks that are on these lists today, are they still in jail?
No one that we know is currently in jail on any of these charges right now.
Okay. What does this mean for the Farag cases in Western Mass?
I think it sets a good sort of community-based precedent. It certainly it's a legal precedent that says for this very unique situation that is, or not very unique, it's just unique situation that is Annie Dookhan, Hinton Lab case. But it does show a pathway for some resolution. And also, I think, because we're sort of earlier in time on the Farag situation, it could allow the Attorney General, district attorneys to say, let's intervene quicker. Let's not wait, this long in terms of the Western Mass cases.
Okay.
Sure. Thanks a lot.